Hey, what is up guys? My name is Josh and today we're going to discuss the possibility of Rey having a double-bladed lightsaber in episode 8 or episode 9, and I think this is really plausible and really possible because of a few little facts. So first of all, I want to say this. Rey uses a staff in episode 7. It's her primary weapon, obviously before she gets Luke's lightsaber, and she uses that in combat, just generally. It's kind of like a prop for her character. It's really important to her character. She uses a staff, and I think that's one of the reasons why she will eventually make a double-bladed lightsaber. So it'll be really, really cool for one. I think because of the fact she uses a staff in episode 7, that in itself is a hint as to what lightsaber and as to what weapon she'll use in the future, and I think that'll be really cool. Also, we've only ever had one character in the Star Wars movies that have owned a double-bladed lightsaber, and that was famously Darth Maul. So I think they are going to want to include, like they did with Kylo Ren's lightsaber, they want to include more designs, more things that will, for one, sell kind of toys and stuff like that, and for two, make it more interesting. So we've always seen single-bladed lightsabers. What happened when Kylo Ren's lightsaber was released? Everyone went crazy. It was a new design. The blade itself was like uncontrollable. It was like fiery. It was alive. I'm guessing the toy sales for that lightsaber were really, really good, and obviously it was really controversial. Everyone loved it or hated it. I personally like Kylo Ren's lightsaber design, so it was a really big thing. So I think if they were to make a blue or green lightsaber that was Rey's, I think that would be really, really cool, and it's better than just the generic like single blade lightsaber, whatever color that may be. I think because it's a new trilogy, a new kind of take on Star Wars, and especially given that Rey's weapon was a staff, I think they're definitely going to include a double-bladed lightsaber in episode 8 and 9. So you might say like, oh well, she has Luke's lightsaber, that blue lightsaber that Rey uses in episode 7. That is her lightsaber, that she's not going to change it. Well, I disagree with that. I think that maybe for episode 8 or like half of episode 8 she's going to use this lightsaber, obviously, because what else can she really use? But when you think about it, Luke used it as his blue lightsaber until Return of the Jedi. In Empire Strikes Back he lost the lightsaber and as a result made a new one, the green blade, and I think the same thing will happen with Rey. For me, I kind of see that blue saber as being a starter lightsaber, a default lightsaber, something that any given character, any given Jedi can start out with. Luke was given this lightsaber to start out with by Ben Kenobi. Rey discovered this lightsaber and she obviously will use that for a bit, but I think this lightsaber is what these characters, Luke and Rey, have used for just their starting out points. But eventually, like Luke did, Rey will make her own lightsaber because she needs something that will represent her, something that she can craft herself and can be called Rey's lightsaber. I know they're calling the blue one Rey's lightsaber now, but let's be honest, it's Luke's. It's not actually Rey's. So to give something to Rey that is her own and kind of make her, craft her own weapon, they will do this for that reason. So in terms of like what color the lightsaber will be, I don't know what it would be, because on one hand I'm like, of course it's going to be blue. Blue suits Rey, I guess. Could also be green, but blue's more likely. But what about purple? Purple will be a good color because we haven't really seen purple that much in Star Wars. Mace Windu's lightsaber is purple, but apart from that, we've seen no one with a purple saber. But also, I think purple kind of represents Rey's personality, because in The Force Awakens, we saw that obviously she's a light character, she's kind and polite, and she's really nice, but also I think there was a part of her that was dark side, like especially in the fight between her and Kylo Ren. At one point, she wanted to kill Kylo Ren, and that kind of tells me that there is dark side in her, so I guess purple could kind of represent that she's light, but also she has some aspects of dark side, which is really, really cool. And also it would mean that we get a purple saber, also a double-bladed purple saber, which would be fantastic. It's something we haven't seen before. It would be awesome. Also, think of the potential surrounding the lightsaber duels of Rey's saber. We could have Kylo Ren's crossguard lightsaber up against Rey's double-bladed purple saber or blue saber, and I want to see a new design. I want to see a new hilt. We haven't seen a new lightsaber hilt in a long, long time since the prequels. I want to see a new design that's an official design from Star Wars, isn't a custom saber. I want to see something like that. And if it's a double-bladed saber with, one or potentially two colors that we haven't seen before, maybe one side is purple, the other side's blue. That's getting a bit silly now, I know. But let's just say she had a new lightsaber with a new design with purple blades. How cool would that be? So I think, this is my prediction, right? I think that Rey will use Luke's saber, Luke's blue saber, also Anakin's saber, until maybe halfway through the movie, or maybe the full movie, but in episode 9, just like episode 6, we will see Rey's new lightsaber, because by the time episode 9 comes about, Rey will be trained, she'll be a lot more powerful, she will learn the arts and crafts of creating a lightsaber, and I think this new Star Wars trilogy as a whole is pretty much going to be like the original Star Wars trilogy. So The Force Awakens was really similar to episode 4, and I think it's still going to be similar in the future movies, not as similar, but it's still going to take some aspects of the original trilogy, such as, an example is Rey making her own lightsaber in the final film. I mean, for me, the big clue is just like Rey's staff. That to me just suggests she will have a double-bladed lightsaber. That makes perfect sense to me. I don't know about you, but I really, really want to see this, guys. It would be really, really awesome to see a new design, something we haven't seen since The Phantom Menace, with potentially a purple blade as well. That would be absolutely amazing. So let me know your thoughts and opinions on this in the comment section down below. Would you like to see a double-bladed lightsaber held by Rey in episode 8 or episode 9? Let me know. If you want to show your friends this video and ask what they think about this topic, then please share this video. Drop a like if you enjoyed, that extremely helps me out. Follow me on Twitter at Qui-_GonJosh, and subscribe to me for more regular Star Wars videos. Thanks for watching, guys.